Earlier this year, I published a video about a propane leak that I had in the driver's side of the RV, and I discovered I had a bad pigtail gas line, so I fixed the problem. However, after a month or so, we noticed that we have been using a lot of the curbside tank. And here we are at 57%. I can usually go 60 nights before I use that much gas, and we did it in 20 nights. So maybe, just maybe, I have a leak on the curbside as well. I use some of this gas leak detector, and it's just soapy water basically. And I ran it through everything up here, and I could not find any leaks. So it appears that we actually have a small leak, because if, of course, we had a big leak, you'd smell gas and you'd hear it hissing and stuff. So I purchased one of these Camco leak detectors. To use this as a leak detector, you basically would install it on your tank like I have, turn the tank on for at least 3 minutes, then turn it off. Then watch the dial and see if you lose any pressure. And you can see I'm losing some pressure, so I got a leak in here somewhere. And I tried to test again, flipping the valve over to the other tank, and I'm still losing pressure, so it's got to be somewhere locally here. And if you remember one of my other videos, I had a bad hose, and I only replaced a bad one. I didn't replace this one, so maybe this one's bad too. So I replaced this, no change, still had a leak. So basically I was down to having to just shotgun the thing and just start replacing part by part until I found a source of the problem. So the first thing I did is replace the hose, didn't fix the problem. And then I bought a new 30 psi regulator and replaced it. That fixed the problem. And then when I did a little research on this, I found that these have a reputation of going bad after a while. So I'm sure that's what the issue was. Now they cost around $11 MSRP. Amazon, they were around $15. I ended up paying $26 for it at my local RV store. But what are you going to do? You know, I needed it today, and I didn't have time to order it or anything, so I bit the bullet and spent $26, and it fixed the problem. I started looking at the situation. Why is there a regulator on this side? This is the curb side. Why is there a regulator on this side when on the driver's side, and I'll take you over there and show you that, also has a regulator. And here's the driver's side. This is a two-stage regulator. This is a hose from the driver's side, and then the hose from the passenger side, or the curb side, goes through to the other side where we just were. So this has a secondary regulator, single stage, on the far side, and a two-stage on this side. So why is that? Well, my guess is there's probably some regulation, NFPA or something, that says you can only have high pressure so far from a regulator from a tank. And so I'm guessing that's why the other regulator is there, is to meet some regulatory requirement. Because if you look at most fifth wheels that have tanks like this, they'll always have a 30 psi regulator on the far side. And I'm going to find out for sure. I ordered the NFPA pamphlet on RV construction, and includes propane. So once I find that out, or if I can verify my hunch is true, then I'll update the description. But I'm pretty confident that's what the reason is. So this year I've had my share of propane problems. On the roadside, I had this pigtail hose go bad, if you remember from one of my previous videos, coupled with this regulator on the curbside being bad. So no matter which side that I put the RV tanks on, I had some kind of a leak. So it took me a while, but I got them both fixed.